or be kidnapped and stuff. So yeah, generally speaking, my regular colony, I play that on Tuesdays. This is a special event where everybody's spawning in colonists on Twitch. So as you can see, like I've got a couple of queues here, a few queues, like that would be one individual spawning in like colonists and stuff. So if you want to spawn colonists in, it's a Twitch only extension, unfortunately. So if you lurk in my Twitch stream, you get to like earn silver and spawn shit in the game and stuff. But yeah, my regular colony and stuff, we're working towards like the landed ship quest, and that's been going for like 3 years. I've got 302 colonists in core game, no DLCs for it. So yeah, if you want to see that, that's normally on Tuesdays. And yeah, this specific event, I've got 5 days, 8-hour streams. So I normally only stream 4 days a week, 4 hours a stream and stuff. So it's a really big event for the week and stuff. And yeah, the whole goal of this is I started with 1 colonist, and we're trying to get to a point where we can get off-world by Friday, which is tomorrow's stream. So I'm still trying to do the last of the research, and I'm trying to get defenses up in the base. I'm trying to get everybody to have armor and weapons and not to kill each other. I'm also playing on a harder difficulty than I'm used to. I'm playing on Strive to Survive. I normally play on Community Builder because I enjoy having like a little bit more leeway time to kind of like build and chitty chat with my community. Whereas this, people are going berserk like it's like fucking water. Like it's going out of fashion. They need to be in it, you know? So we've had a lot of insanity here. We've also had a couple of near colony wipes as well, most of them yesterday. We had a defoliator ship land and just about kill everybody, and we had a siege rage happen where I was not aware that they had doomsday rocket launchers on top of the mortars. I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, we lost a lot of people yesterday, and I kind of threw down a call for everybody to just spawn the fucking as many people as they want in. So yeah, I also increased the rate of silver to 500 per 2 minutes, so it's more than double what we started the week with. So people are able to spawn a lot of stuff, but I'm mostly just asking for people to be like helpful, spawn in shit that we need, because the game's being difficult enough, the colonists are being difficult enough to manage. And I don't think we're going to get off planet by tomorrow night, but we will see. I'm trying to clear this area out. I'll probably see if I can squeeze a spaceship in here. I did one event like this in February, and it was on my regular difficulty, and I started with 1 colonist, and we did really great. We barely got off planet. We had like mental breaks all for the last day for like 4 hours straight, because I turned off all the kitchens, and I ended up they all started starving. So yeah, they all had mental breaks about that, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes, because once we start getting into last day raids and stuff, we should get some decent raids. And I haven't ever used really kill corridors before. We used them in February, but I don't use them normally. I also don't use mortars normally. I don't use a lot of the weapons. They're not normally allowed drugs. I don't use traps. So I'm very inexperienced with all this stuff. So if shit doesn't make sense, I'm sorry, but I'm doing the best I can with this. I use turrets typically, which is why I've called for like turrets, and we've got a lot of turrets around the place. I know how to use that shit. But if we get a solar flare, I'm fucked. So we have a few like orbital bombardment beacons and some other stuff some people are carrying. Trying to make sure everybody's picking up like gear to wear. I'm also trying to make sure to keep on everybody that's spawning in is like allocated to be able to fight or assigned or, you know, friggin' able to do something. So yeah, I'm not able to keep up with all of it constantly, and I've still got to get people to go pick up guns and stuff too. That way when we actually do fight, we'll have a lot of people with weapons. But yeah, if anybody wants to spawn in like doomsday rocket launchers, or wants to spawn in like anti-grain warhead traps, or wants to do like psychic soothes and stuff, that would be great. Any of that would be great. But yeah, my regular colony, my colony of Asura, I play on Tuesdays, and it's been going for 3 years at this point. We're at our 4th location on the map, and we're slowly moving towards the landed ship quest. It's just taking a while because every time we move and have to resettle, I have to stabilize the colony again, and moving like 300 odd colonists is quite a fucking feat. And we also had like about 1,000 animals as well, so balancing that shit out, and we moved to a tile that had snow, and we got 2 cold snaps. We got 2 spring cold snaps, so we had like 2 back-to-back winters and like half of 2 springs where we had no food production going, which was not super useful. Thank you for the anti-grain warhead. I'm also trying to make sure that when they destroy the fucking shelves, that they're not putting the anti-grain warheads back on them, because they keep defaulting back to this. I only have like a couple of mods, none of them are performance mods, and my regular colony is playing on like a closed mod playthrough, so I haven't added anything to this beyond obviously Rimconnect to be able to like spawn in shit. But yeah, there's like a whole bunch of stuff I'm trying to get resources for to build, and I also have to kind of figure out how to do the ship again, because I've only done that once. And I can't remember if these things have to be connected in a specific order, or if it's just they've all got to be touching this thing, I think. I'm not sure. So I'll figure that shit out. I'll bring up an image later and have a look at what I've got to do to get that in an order. Because last time we made it look like a circuit board, which was neat. Nuke's given up, we've got a tantrum, assaulting spree. I do have to keep on them because we have a persona core, and I do think somebody will destroy that at some point. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's get you sorted out as well, Blessed. We've got Days, Tantrum, Food Binge, as long as they don't go Slaughter or Berserk or any of that shit. Psychic Soothe, thank you. And Psychic Soothe for the females. Also, the Psychic Soothes are only for like male or female. Occasionally we get none, so like if you spawn it, it's random, so you don't really get a choice if it's male or female, whatever. So you might get like, if you were to spawn in like 3 or 4 of them, they may stack up to be like all one gender, and the whole other gender in the colony is just fully fucking wrecking everything. So see how that goes. We got advanced components, thank you. We do need a lot of those. We will need a lot of those. The other thing too is I still have like a lot of negative events still available for purchase, but I'm really hoping that my community is going to be nice and not spawn those things, because next month we're doing a chaos event with Rimconnect where you guys can like actively kill my colony. That is the goal. That is not the goal this week. So save your chaos for like next month and come and fucking lurk and destroy that, you know. So that will be intense. There'll be an 8-hour stream, and I only have like 3 colonies on that one day, and like I've just got to try to keep them alive. That's how that one works. Also, do we have any issues with the power in these? Because I'm seeing some of them keep coming offline. Have you got a problem with this? Blocked by roof. Hold on, they've started making roofs over here. I said I didn't want... here we go. I can't have a roof on that one. And that one's working. That's fine. What do we get? We got a psychic emanator. Nice. I will put this somewhere. We'll find a spot for it. I've got a couple of spots going at the moment. I have one over there actually, but I think I have one in here. I may not have one inside at the moment. I'll go install that over there if that's the case. I reckon they've destroyed it beforehand. There we go. Alright, put that there and we'll see how we go with that. What else? My goodness, I love Dr. House. Yeah. I started watching House when I was really sick with my Crohn's, and back when we didn't know that I had it, and it was hard to watch because there was a lot of like surgery scenes and gross scenes and stuff. And same with Walking Dead. I had a lot of trouble with that for the same reason, because I was sick. And when I was watching it, I'm like, so much of it was like, ugh, I can't. And then on top of that, I was also playing 7 Days to Die while I was sick. That's when I started playing it as well. And so there's like a couple of like zombie sounds that go off that make me like really feel like seriously ill. Even to this day, just because I remember experiencing it from back then. I'll just grab a couple of you guys, and hopefully nobody down here will have a Doomsday rocket launcher. So hoping 2 is going to be enough to take down Nuke down here. What else did I miss? McIntyre is a favourite. Nice. I tried rows of Grizzlies but got very bored. I don't think I've watched that. I'll probably have to look it up. I feel like I know of it, but I can't think of it, which tells me I probably haven't seen it. When it comes to TV, movie, music, there's something else in there I can't remember. Any of that shit, I don't have a really good memory for because I was in an accident like when I was 18 and I have like amnesia from that, and I just never really got back like TVs and movies and music and shit. Like I'll hear it or see it. We're having a raid in here. I'll hear it or see it and then I'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that this thing existed. And then, or like we'll get like partway through a conversation and I'll remember what it is and stuff. But yeah, for the most part, I generally don't tend to remember this sort of stuff. So a lot of the time I have to go like look it up to know if I've seen it or whatever already. Also, I don't usually play on commitment mode either. So I need you guys to move down here. You're in the thick of it. All right. So yeah, I normally play on like save and reload. If I can, let's fucking wreck you guys this time. I don't want to use the orbital thing in here. And you guys look like you're just like, you know, classic savage. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You and you, maybe go stand in the back. Go stand in the back because somebody's already ignited that and I don't know where in the pile. There you go. Shithacker up in the corner had one. Alright. Knew somebody had it. As for the rest of yous, two Shithacker hens have died and a colonist and one of the Qs have died. One of the Shithackers has died. And I think if they decide to run through the pile of colonists, they're going to get fucked up. Another hen has died. Honestly, were you stealing stuff? You little cunt. Alright, well they're mostly all leaving anyway, so they've got that tunnel to go through. I'm just going to let them figure themselves out. They'll be right. Actually, hold on. I shouldn't do that. Hold on. People got special guns. Go stand over there, you lot. Can't trust you guys not to blow them up. They'll get through it and they might barrage through the other door, and if they do, we'll fix it. If they don't, like, I could just grab one person and just absolutely decimate them, but I just don't feel like it. I feel like they could probably leave because they're going to walk through this shit anyway, and I don't want prisoners, so it should be fine. It'll just be a bit of rebuilding for later. I also feel like I should open up, I should leave 2 of those and I'll get rid of these 2 doors. That way we've got 3 on the outside and 3 on the inside for them to walk through. They're going to break that. Alright, I see how it is. Alright, lenses in a daze, a Shithackers in a daze. We've got a high psychic drone from Keelan. And what do we got? A thunderstorm. Keelan's trying to set everything on fire. We've got a minigun, which is nice. And yeah. I get you guys. Somebody's up and about. Alright, let you guys go back to what you're doing now. See how it goes. I don't want none of these guys as prisoners, so whatever they've got, we'll just remove off them and we'll see how it goes. The rest of them are in the tunnels, so I'm not that worried about them shooting at them at the moment. And ironically, we have enough resources to probably do that fucking trade for the Persona Core, don't we? Because of all the, Shithacker's gone berserk. Probably not the best spot to be doing it, mate. You also don't have life privileges, so yeah, let's hope that whoever's in the pile doesn't have, there you go, doesn't have a doomsday thing. Alcohol binge, that's fine, you can do that. Q's died, tantrum, Aurora for the whole day, nice. Alright, well they should be fine otherwise. They've obviously broken out of the wall, I can hear it. That was a little bit better. Like, we do have the bombardment stuff, but I didn't really want to set that off inside the walls if I don't have to. And most of them should be fine. They'll go and heal themselves. You lot are all leaving. You're downed. That shit's in the way of rebuilding. I want the short bow to be allowed. One of the rice farms has died. One of the Shithackers is running wild. So, yeah. We also need to get more traps up here as well. I can't build these yet. So, there's a lenser going murderous rage. Mate, you're inside the hospital. We made a second hospital, by the way, guys. So, yeah, that's good. You guys go beat up that one. I really do cause a lot of chaos whenever I come in, don't I? Yeah, you're supposed to be helping Keelan. The chaos thing's next month. One of the Qs has died. Yeah, the chaos thing's next month. You're supposed to kill us then. This one, you're supposed to be trying to help us get out of here because, like, we'll get raided by something eventually, or manhunted or something, and we'll get dead that way. Plus, they're already kind of killing themselves off with like just default stupidity, honestly. Like, we have no power at the moment because there's a solar flare going off, so none of the turrets are online. Thank you, Lenser. We've got 11 new lenses in here. So yeah, like there's also just like yeah, no, we've been doing survival of the fittest this whole time anyway. No, not Chaos Blast. Next month. Bloody hell, like a trigger word in here. Is it Negan is your favorite from The Walking Dead? Took a while for me to come around for that guy, because like I don't know, he's a bit creepy. He's a good actor, but like a bit creepy. But yeah, no, the colonists having like various different weapons and guns and drugs and all the things that I'm not used to them having is enough of its own difficulty setting for me, honestly. That like, you know, I'm basically essentially being schooled by my colonists as is. Also, they're not supposed to have that outside. Beavers again, because fucking, I bet it's Keelon. Link that shit, paste that shit. I don't want stuff outside. Who did that? Fucking Keelon. There are more goddamn beavers that we gotta hunt. Hopefully they'll wait until afterwards, you know. What's it? On Turdy Thursday. What? Is it a Turdy Thursday thing? I don't know what that is. Oh, you did your one thing. Alright. Q's running wild. That's nothing new there. Lenza, I hope you like bows, because all your ranged weapons are now bows. Oh my god. All of our Doomsday rocket launchers, all of our miniguns, all of our chain fucking charge rifles are now bows. Fuck. Okay, so we have no ranged weapons, essentially. Whatever they've got are bows now. So that's a thing. What's that? I was not using that one. I didn't even know it exists. I think... doubt I have it high enough in there, don't I? It's not expensive, is it, guys? Because I don't know that it exists. So, that pretty much dooms the colony. Like, this lot are pretty doomed as is. Like I said, we've had like 400 odd people die, and fucking 100 to 200 people leave. So it's 8k. Good. It better be. The only problem is, like, with the rate of silver being increased, this is why I was saying, I'm like, ideally, if people could be nice and helpful and stuff, the colony will Darwinism themselves out of existence as is. We don't have to worry about that. It's just a matter of, can we actually build ship? Because once I start building the ship in here, which, by the way, I should probably look up how a ship goes together. I'm pretty sure I saved an image last time, but I don't know if I kept it from the start to the finish of the last one. I want RimWorld category, yeah, that. And did I save a photograph of the ship? Yes, I did. Okay. I think everything's just got to connect to each other. I don't think it's got to be anything fancy, which means I can do whatever shape I want, which is great. What was that? 4 Doomsday rocket launchers. Because the other thing too is just spawning in these things, they'll kill themselves off with it eventually anyway. So got some chain shotguns. Plus, every time we get more weapons, oops, I clicked off that one. Miniguns. Every time we get more weapons, I do have to like actually take the time to like make them allocate them as well, because they're not going to automatically pick it up either. Yeah, what else am I missing there? So how many ones are there? I got no clue. Have like 100 people. They've been spawning them in a lot. But my normal colony, my regular one, I just steal everybody all the time. Mind you, I'm at the point where like I don't need to steal anybody else because I've got like 300 in that, but it's fine. Doomsday rocket launchers, 4 of them. Thank you, Crimson Lotus. Let's get that set to allowed. Somebody else is running wild. I don't think that Psychic Soothe is working compared to the Psychic Drone. So all the women are basically just going insane in here. We've got an Eclipse, an Aurora, and a Solar Flare. Psychic Soothe for the females, Psychic Soothe for the males, and Ship B starving. There's an Infection. Fuck knows if I'm still alive. I assume maybe I am. Is this all's birthday soon, right? Yeah, I think her birthday is Saturday. I've got it written down. Hers is like When is that? Sunday. Her birthday's Sunday. And I think she's supposed to be turning 5. I think. That's my cat, Azula. Since I think I got her when Phoenix was 12. And Phoenix is turning 17 this year. So I assume that Azula is turning 5. Unless I go back and find like kitten photos of her to figure out what year I got her. I don't quite know off the top of my head. But yeah, this Sunday she'll turn whatever. Like 5-ish kind of thing. Murderous Rage, please don't have... Well, nobody in here will have a proper weapon, so it should be fine. Get you guys beat that one up. I need somebody that can walk, ideally, to go beat them up. I can't do any cremating at the moment because, you know, solar flare. I need you guys to actually catch up to one. Shithak has given up. Q's having a tantrum. Speaking of, I do need to keep track of when you guys are tantruming and stuff. They're not going to catch that Q, which unfortunately that Q is going to have their medical privileges revoked. Did they manage to, like, kill somebody? Like, it's not quite the same as Slaughterer. We got the groups caught up to them, it's fine. Alright, you guys go back to what you're doing. I think there's only a couple more that are trying to catch up. We purchased Rain, thank you. And a Q is going Slaughterer, which does invoke being beaten the ever-loving shit out of. Don't be doing that. Don't kill something or you get dead. Disease, infection, tantrum, disease, and rain. Nice. Alright. We're good. No, don't strip, fucking run away. What else? So, yeah, you do cause a lot of, you cause a lot of chaos when you arrive, Keelon. You're not supposed to be, but, yeah. This is one of those ones where Keelon has killed just about every colonist of every name at least once. Also, as for your kin, Crimson, I think you are still alive. I think we've got this in alphabetical. We have like several of you. If you want to spawn more, you can. Honestly, at this point, I'd recommend probably like a Psychic Soothe in bulk. Like, that would probably help a little bit more. I want you guys to buff up construction. I don't need handling, warden. Cooking's a little bit, let's see, construction, hunt, grow. None of that stuff's super useful at the moment. I need you guys to do a little bit more of that. Take art basically off the list. I don't need them to do art. I super don't need them to do tailoring either, realistically. I'll take that down and off there as well. Hold on. Q's going Slaughterer, which we've got to classically beat up another Q. Revoke your life privileges just a little bit. We've got a few of yous in this corner, so it should be fine. There we go. So many mental breaks. Indeed. This is why I was saying, like, I don't need you guys to be doing stuff. Like, negative stuff. They'll do it on their own. Like, yeah. Compared to, like, my regular colony and stuff, these guys just can't, like, chill the fuck out. Half of the problem is when a colonist dies, they get a debuff. The rest of the colony gets a debuff about it. And then on top of that, thank you for the healing. On top of the debuff of, oh, you know, X number of colonists died. Wait, did you guys not take them out? Yeah, you're still going Slaughterer. If you kill a cat, you get dead. Somebody work on that one. I thought they finished, like, knocking it down, unless, like, they didn't. But, just give it a hot second. There we go. Alright, so the problem they have is colonist dies times 5 is minus 30. High psychic drone is minus 30 for the women. They've got awful barracks because everywhere's dirty. There's a storage spot there with an anti-green shell that's not supposed to be inside. On top of that, they've got observed corpses because there's no power currently. They have dull barracks because everything's kind of been downgraded. They ate without a table because people keep blowing up the fucking tables. It's raining, so they're upset about that. X number of people's friends have also died, which is also extra buffing them. Few people are leaving, few people are catatonic, few people are in mind-shattering pain. There's alpha beavers apparently allegedly attacking us as well that are getting in here, that they're supposed to be hunting, but they only have bows, so they can't fucking hit the thing if they ever wanted to. There's also, like, you know, they defeated enemies, but, like, they're not getting, like, happy about that sort of thing. I only want that one to fix himself up. By the time I allocate weapons, they go berserk or get downed or whatever. So they end up like dropping whatever I've given them anyway. The only good thing is some of them have still got like bombardment beacon things, so yay team. And they keep bringing everything into storage. I don't know what that just was. What the hell did you use? So I don't think you've got that kind of a weapon. Oh, they might have broken one of those. That would have done it too. Q's having a murderous rage. Well, the good thing is we know that nobody's currently got one of the Doomsday rocket launchers, so I don't really have to worry about that. And I got to take your health privileges down. So most of them are in some form of mind-shattering pain, discomfort, discontent. And then on top of that, they've also got the psychic drone and stuff as well. So everybody be unhappy at the moment. There we go. All right, you guys go back to what she's doing. And a lot of people have given up as well. So there's a whole bunch of people outside. They've got gear on them that we want off them. And the only way to get that off them is to down them in battle. A whole bunch of people that have just died. Starvation, exhaustion, slaughterer. Hold on, I gotta go beat up Nuke Dragon. Let's revoke that. This is why I was saying, I'm like, any kind of like beneficial spawns, redeems and stuff would be super, super helpful. We could do the Chaos one next month because they're gonna like, they're basically gonna probably not get into space this week. I don't think they're gonna get off planet. Like, while they're also mental breaking and being in hospital, they're not doing any research, they're not doing any building, whatever else they may have to do. Doomsday rocket, somebody decided to pick one up, I guess. Somebody had one. Somebody's going berserk. So yeah, they're destroying like a great amount of infrastructure at the same time. Every time they have a tantrum, there's a risk that they'll destroy something useful, and then something will get stored somewhere that's not supposed to be, and then somebody will kick that, and then somebody will get blown up from that. We have removed all addictions and the cleaning, I think it is. Yeah, cleaning. There's a heat wave now, so it is spring and it is about to get hot as fuck out here. So everybody's about to be really, really extra unhappy. Let's turn all these on. No, actually turn it on. This, I don't think these are on. I don't know if I turned on all the coolers then, but I hope I did. I don't normally turn them on and off this often. Kill and Center Soothe, a Psychic Soothe Pulsar. If those are just pulses, I'll get somebody to activate them right now. Are you wandering? Can you not? Yeah, you're a wild human. You can't do jack shit for us. Also, I was trying to get them armor and stuff, but as I said, every time somebody gets downed, go work on that. Every time somebody gets downed, they drop their weapon, and their armor gets damaged, and every time they have a mental break and they run wild with whatever they've got. Every time they give up, they leave with whatever they're carrying. So there is a risk that like the really good shit is just getting gone out of the colony. Like non-stop. What was that? Is that a beaver just dying then? Bombardment beacon as well, another one. I'll grab that lenser to just grab that. There we go. Must be over 60 then. You mean over 70? As per the fucking, the friggin' joke we were having the other day about like, what is it? 7-year-olds run wild or something like that. I don't know. The last like Project Zomboid was a bit weird. I actually don't think it was that. It was, was it Project Zomboid? It was something where it was Keelon. It had to be RimWorld because I think you turned 70 or something. You aged up and your person, I don't know what the fuck it was. You got, I read something. Oh, that's right. It was feral 70-year-olds. There we go. I remembered eventually. It's fine. What else? What else is going on? I'm being helpful. Are you? You are now, a little bit. There is a lot of actual, like, drugs and shit in this colony, though. Q's going berserk as well. There's a few Q's going berserk. There's nothing much I could do about that. A couple people overdosing, a few people running wild. I will hopefully eventually get to hunt said wild humans, but I'm not going to do it while we have a solar flare. I'm not going to do it while everybody has like the shittiest like bows and arrows and stuff, which I'm going to also tell them if I can. I want them to, I don't know if there's a, you can, on the anything, I don't want them to use, where is weapons? Weapons, I do want them to have that shit. It's not clothes, not armor. I thought that there's a thing that you can say to like make them use like, not use certain weapons or whatever. Drugs, policy, reading. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't really say that they can or cannot have it. There is something I can do for weapons. I just don't know where it is. There's some mod stuff. Alright. Yeah, no, I've fucking seen it before. I haven't needed it myself. So I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna go round robin. And if they have a bow, they're gonna drop it so that I can get proper weapons back on them. Which means that people that are doing hunting won't be able to do hunting until I get weapons back on them. So may I ask what you might need?